Hello and welcome to VEDA day number 22. I am going to make Chicago Public School butter cookies from a recipe that I found on the internet. I did not grow up in Chicago, so I don't know exactly what they taste like. I've tasted them before, but only a true Chicagoan would really know what they tasted like. So today's video is going to show me making the cookies from the recipe that I found, and then on tomorrow's video you're going to get real live footage from people who actually tasted the cookies and who grew up in the Chicago area and will be able to tell me how they taste with their honest opinion. I haven't told anyone yet, but I'm going to ask that they only give me honest feedback regardless of how good or how bad, because since I didn't grow up there, I can't be offended about whether or not the recipe turned out right? So let's get started. The recipe that I found had only 4 ingredients: 2 sticks of butter, 2 cups of flour, 1.5 cups of sugar, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. First, I'm going to add the 2 sticks of butter to the bowl and start mixing it until it gets fluffy. Has a nice fluffy consistency, and now it's time to add the sugar. I'm only going to use half of it at a time. The oven is preheated to 350 degrees, and I have separated the flour and placed it on a paper plate. I learned this from my friend Alton Brown on Food Network, and that way you can pour it in a little bit at a time without it just exploding all over the place, because flour will just fly everywhere. These are the prepared cookie dough balls, and I'm going to take my 3 fingers. Now mind you, I still have polish on one nail. I decided to keep it, it was pretty, but I took the other off because it started to chip. So if you watch my video from me doing my nails, that's where that's from. So anyway, I'm going to press my 3 fingers down into the cookie, so like this, and then you're supposed to spread the cookie just a little bit, so spread your fingers and then just lift off. And that is what the cookies are known to look like. It's not necessarily a pretty cookie, it's just a good cookie. And I really hope that these can compare. Here are my 2 trays of cookies. I'm going to go ahead and put them in that preheated oven, 350 degrees. Okay, this is what they look like out of the oven. To me, they don't look as thick as what I remembered seeing. So they look a little flat, but you know, we can work on that at a later time. What I'm going to do now is just place them on the cooling rack so that they can cool, and then I'm going to package them up and take them with me after they cool, so that people who actually grew up in the Chicago area can tell me what they think of my first attempt at the Chicago Public School butter cookies. Now this is the second set that was made from the same batch, but I didn't let them stay in as long. They're still flatter than I think they should be, so maybe I should be using like a self-rising flour or something like that, but not really sure. But this is the second set. They look a lot better. I can't wait for the taste test.